Bloodletting rituals in indigenous Coahuila do not only appear in the archaeological record, but also in ethnographic accounts by subsequent Europeans. A 1607 account detailed how a bloodletting ritual took place in Mapimi when Halley's Comet was sighted. To avoid any adverse effects its appearance brought with it, quote, these Indians believed that many people will die whenever a comet appears, and so it is entertaining to see what some of these old sorcerers, who are also doctors, do. On the first night, after the comet begins to appear, to appease it, and to tell it not to do them harm, they offer it some small baskets filled with fish, fruit, and mesquite beans, a native tree, and other fruits and herbs they eat. They burn them in a bonfire that they have made so that the smoke, once released, will reach up to where the comet appears, and so that the smoke will go straight up without drifting. 4 or 5 old men, with some very white lashes, whip the smoke all over as it begins to rise, and if at this point a strong wind blows it apart and disperses it, they take it as a bad omen, and everyone begins to cry at once, and in the meantime they puncture their arms and chests with some thorns until the blood flows, and one of the old men gathers and mixes it with a little water, cuts the hair of a 10 or 11-year-old maiden, and from the hair they make a high sop, with which they sprinkle the air with that blood. As they turn, they let out some very strange snorts that are horrifying to hear." Unquote. There are 3 more accounts describing the same event, varying in some minor details, yet all have the same narrative. The comet is appeased by inserting baskets of food, but when that doesn't work, old male shamans puncture their arms and chests with agave spines. In one account, they use an item called a peine, or comb, and blood collected and diluted with water. Next, the hair of a girl is cut and dipped in the mixture, and it is flailed in all the cardinal directions while crying out, and the remaining liquid is thrown in the fire. Another account by the Spanish explorer Alonso de Leon in the mid-1600s wrote about a bloodletting ceremony amongst the Coahuilateca, where both sexes danced around a fire, consumed peyote, and would draw blood by scratching themselves with the mouth of a fish, possibly a gar.